Hello. Today I would like to talk about the difference between the short-term rate development on the dry market and the reefer market. I've chosen two different trades to explain the difference, and one is North Europe Main to South America East Coast, and the other trade is China to South America East Coast. So let's start with North Europe, and this is the short-term price development of a 40 feet high cube container. Yeah, and what you do see over here is the prices. This is again the last 12 months. Yeah, it started at roughly 1500, slightly went down, went up again because of IMO 2020 and of last year. Dropped a little bit, but overall it was quite on a stable level. And what we have seen now, and this is related to the bunker development as well, is the big drop what happened from May to June. Yeah, and the prices end of May were still around 1450, the average, and now it's roughly $100 below. Yeah, this is only the average, and when we add as well the market low, again on this one, you see this different. The market moved slightly different. The market low was at an extremely low level anyhow, the whole year, slightly below or above 500 gate and all in, and over there some higher prices were now achieved on the low end. Yeah, but there's still a big delta between market low and average. And when we add the high, you see that the market high is almost 4.5 times higher than the market low in this market and at a stable level. Yeah, so this is the dry, where we see a drop in the prices. When we now check the reefer market, North Europe Main to South America East Coast, it is somehow similar somehow, as you have prices which started 1400, went up to 1600. IMO 2020 kicked in, and the prices jumped from 1500 to almost 1760. Yeah, beginning of the year, slight drop. And since April, prices increase. And what we do see now at the end is we see currently a huge dip in reefer prices from 1774 to 1462. So $300 less from May to June for reefer containers from Europe to South America. Yeah, that's quite massive. And same when we check now the market low, similar development over the year, but on the low end the drop is far smaller. Yeah, it was end of May roughly 1125 US dollar gate and all in, and now it's 1060. Yeah, so not that big. And as well over here, the low or the high end, similar development, and there's a big dip as well. Yeah, so on this trade, it seems that the oil prices have a far bigger impact currently on the prices what you get from your suppliers. Yeah. How's the situation looking on China to South America East Coast? This is again 40 feet high cube, dry, and you see the development as well within the last 12 months, which was somehow stable, more or less in that area. Not really stable because it jumped from 2,200 up to 2,600. Yep, but it went up and down. And then as well, IMO 2020 or pre-Chinese New Year rush, depends a bit. This year it was both, or end of last year. And since then, the dry market dropped considerably. Yeah, we end up at a price level of roughly 1,500. Yeah, where some increases were tried, but both increases, what we have seen over here, disappeared within a short notice. Yeah, so they're both not successful. And this is just, as I said, the short-term market. Adding over here, the market low as well. Yeah, it is a similar development like the average, just with lower numbers. Yeah, where the market currently somehow is at 850 for 40 feet. all in. And the market high, yeah, not similar development as well, probably not as strong as on the other trades. So how is this now looking when we talk about the Reefer business? And when we check our Reefer data, there's a different development. The prices went up as well. End of last year, yeah, it was roughly 2,000. And at the moment, the prices for reefers are at roughly $2,060. There was no drop in prices like we have seen on the dry market. This market was or is stable and even with increased levels. So over here, we can't see the same picture. And especially what was interesting as well, I won't compare with other markets, when you see the oil price and so on, there's no dip in June as well. So this market remains stable and strong. Yeah. And same when we add now market low and market high, the delta is quite small, yeah, as the low is somehow around 2,000 currently, and market high is at 2,575. So this trade is stable. Nothing is really changing on the reefer side. What we do see on the short-term market and this kind of view, yeah, check your important trades and see how it developed on these. As usual, this was just for you to see what can you find and how does it look and what's going on in the market. Yeah, so therefore there is no correlation. What we do see now between the reefer on and the dry market rates on every corridor. On one it was a bit more, on this trade it was less, and this is something where you need to see as well what is behind this kind of development. Thanks a lot for your time today. Speak soon and enjoy the day.